Here at Davis Autosports, we're very excited to offer you another absolutely gorgeous 1998 Jeep Cherokee Classic XJ. This Jeep has 58,000 original and documented and well-serviced miles. Carfax certified, guaranteed buyback vehicle. This Jeep, like all of our Jeeps, came to us 100% bone stock and original. All the upgrades have been performed here in-house by Davis Autosports. Besides having just 58,000 miles, this vehicle has been gone through from top to bottom, almost a mini restoration, if you will. Please make sure to watch this entire video just so you know exactly what we did. Hopefully I don't miss any of the major components that we did. A lot of upgrades, our stage 2 package, a ton of servicing we did, regular servicing, preventative servicing, a ton of new parts, so just pay attention. Probably be about a 15-minute video. We'll do a drivability test at the end as well. So if you're unfamiliar with us, please pause this video, go to our website, davisautosports.com. We specialize in custom building Jeeps, all these Jeeps, and this is a double row. There's Jeeps behind these Jeeps. We've been custom building Jeeps for years now. As you see on every rack, we have Jeeps being built. So this is what we do. We have Jeeps from all over the country getting restored. We do everything here in-house. To find a 58,000 mile XJ, especially a classic, is difficult within itself, and then to get one like this is probably going to be one of the finest ones in the country. Especially considering all the upgrades. First portion of this video is just going to be a cosmetic condition report. Then I'll go over some of the upgrades. Condition wise, this thing is as nice as you're going to find for a vehicle of this age with these miles. Obviously the Classic gives you the painted fender flares, painted bumper, painted trim, all color chromatic, which gives it a really nice look. Now please keep in mind, as nice as this vehicle is for a pre-owned vehicle, you'll see that there's no damage on the vehicle, but please expect very minor, typical wear and tear for a vehicle this age. You'll see there's absolutely no damage on it. You may find, you know, small, tiny things, rock chip here and there, stuff to that nature, but these vehicles go through a very strict reconditioning department here at Davis Autosports to get as nice as they can possibly get between paint correction and everything else, and I'll go through some of that here shortly as well. Also keep in mind, if there's anything you want to add to this vehicle, please let us know. This is a mild stage 2 build. We concentrated more on servicing and a lot of part replacement on this vehicle as opposed to a full stage build. Just to kind of give you an idea of some of our other Cherokees. You know, this one's a more fully built Cherokee. It's still in the works right now, but as you see, bumper, winches, the whole nine. We also do interior work. I'll walk into our interior room real quick. These are actually Cherokee seats right now that we're redoing in leather. We have the double stitching. They're not completed yet, but we do everything here in-house. So if there's anything you want to add, please let us know. But like I said, our goal with this build was to, with it having low miles, is to just really produce a genuine classic looking vehicle that's been gone through thoroughly, that's turnkey ready, with no issues to arise. Now the only thing to really pinpoint condition wise is the hood, and you really don't notice it, but if you get up extremely close, I mean that's my finger, as you see they have very small, what they refer to as crow's feet in the hood. But I mean, my camera, this is an HD camera, you see how small they are, and you don't notice them from, you know, 5 feet away or even 3 feet away. That's really the only blemish those are throughout the hood. but they're very, very small, non-noticeable, and if you want to, we can have the hood repainted for $300. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful paint on this vehicle. This vehicle had our full paint correction service, which if you go to our website on our reconditioning page, you'll see what that entails. It's a very strenuous, about 2.5 to 3 day service that it takes to get done, and the end result is just beautiful, beautiful paint. The top layer of clear coat gets completely wet sanded off of the vehicle, and it gets brought back in multiple steps and layers to get it to an ultra fine polish and finish. I mean, this thing is as smooth as can be. Just beautiful reflection all the way throughout, and the entire vehicle has been done from, you know, your upper pillars, your hood, everything. So your end result is just gorgeous paint, and we're shooting this under very bright fluorescent lights where you would see a lot of the imperfections. So just look at that glare, and this is a 98 vehicle. So as far as some of the upgrades, I'll go into the suspension and wheel and tires and all that good stuff, and then I'll move on to the service. So this has our 3-inch lift kit on it up front. And this is a full complete lift kit, not just a basic lift. You have your brand new coils, your brand new upgraded shocks with your boots. Down below right there, you have your extended upgraded control arms. Right here you have your brand new sway bar links with brand new sway bar bushings. This bracket right here is your sway bar drop down bracket. It drops your sway bar down to correct the angulation of it, and that also is helped out by the new sway bar end links. Underneath the vehicle we have a Rubicon Express heavy duty tie rod bar, that lower bar that runs parallel to the ground. That is a solid bar. The factory one is much smaller and hollow. That's a solid Rubicon Express. You have brand new tie rod ends on each end. They're upgraded. You also have your Rubicon Express fully adjustable track bar. That's the extreme duty version. As you see, it is adjustable. All new grade 8 hardware throughout. You also have your heavy duty steering stabilizer over there. Brand new aluminum diff cover. The diffs have been fully serviced, but we'll go into that later on in the service section. New U-joints all in the front. ABS sensors as well. So this thing's been going through thoroughly with the suspension. So suspension wise, that's everything up front. Same gig over here. The back suspension setup in these trucks are pretty simple. All you have are leaf springs and shocks. But what we did is we have, of course, brand new shocks, and we have ARB, or excuse me, Old Man Emu full leaf springs. You got your heavy duty connects that connect everything. All new U-bolts, everything. So full leaf springs instead of just an add-a-leaf. And you know, that's really the way to go. Of course, in the back have aluminum diff cover as well. Both diffs have been completely flushed out, cleaned out, refilled with synthetic fluids. Have a hitch installed on the back of the vehicle. For wheels and tires, since we were trying to go with a traditional classic look, we have brand new BFG all-terrain KO2s. These are the new all-terrains. And that is a Rubicon replica wheel. That's a brand new wheel. It's a 17-inch wheel. We went with a 17 over a 15 or 16 to kind of give it a more modern look. So nice 17-inch wheel, new tires all the way around. If you're looking for a lot of people like the black on black setup or something, so we have probably about 15 different wheels in house that we stock that we can change whatever wheels and tires that you want. We just thought these were very fitting. Brand new roof rack up top. Up front we have And this is where we're going to get into a lot of servicing of the vehicle. All brand new rotors, all front, both driver and passenger rear rotors, brand new brake pads all the way through. In the rear, new shoes and new drums on the rear brakes. That's been complete, so your entire brake system has been done. On top of that, the brake system's been flushed, all new fluid, everything else. Right there you have a brand new oil pan gasket. Also, if I can squeeze down here, right here is where your rear main seal leaks typically are, and you always get a drip there. So your rear main seal has also been done on this vehicle. That service alone at a Jeep dealership is about $700 to $900. So you have a brand new oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket, rear main seal, and as you see, it's absolutely dry as a bone. One thing I like about all the Rubicon Express stuff, it's all color coordinated with everything and looks really, really good. And this is all viewable from when you're standing back of the vehicle. Service wise, we kept going on the vehicle. The vehicle had the original muffler and catalytic converter. So right now we have a brand new high flow catalytic converter, 50 state legal, but it is high flow, so it lets more emissions out, which makes the engine run better, perform better, and that is welded, no clamp shoes, welded all the way through to a brand new Flowmaster muffler, which is then welded to a brand new tailpipe going all the way up and over. Going out to, like I mentioned, a new tailpipe to a brand new diamond tip, which sounds absolutely awesome. So I'll go ahead and start the vehicle up and let you guys hear it as well. You like it? Setup, it's not a loud, obnoxious sound, but it's got a great rumble. Definitely sounds way better, obviously, than the factory exhaust. So, beautiful sound, and that is a very nice high-end tip. Diamond led throughout. Everything's welded. A lot of smaller things done too. We also have rain guards throughout. So one of the major things we did to the outside of this vehicle, besides our full paint correction service, which I kind of walk you through what that process entails. So every part of the vehicle that has paint on it was sanded with a 1500 grit sandpaper, which knocks down all the blemishes, and then it comes up with sandpaper from the 15 to the 2000 to the 25 to the 3000. So the vehicle is pretty much sanded down with 3 to 4 different grits of sandpaper. From there, it gets compounded with a 3M compound with a high-speed buffer. The entire vehicle gets that done. From there, you then repeat the process with a different pad with a 3M stage 2 polish, which gets out the swirl marks from the original wool pad. So that gets done to the entire vehicle, the pillars. So you use a large buffing pad for the doors, you use a smaller one for, you know, I mean, it's just every nook and cranny, so it's very tedious. From there, it gets a stage 3 ultra polish, which is required on black and dark vehicles to get all the swirl marks out, and from there a paint sealant or wax gets applied. So when I tell you it's a, you know, 2 to 3 to 4 day process, especially on a vehicle with so much paint, I'm not exaggerating. We charge for a vehicle off the street. It's an hourly rate. It ends up being anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, but your end result's beautiful paint. Now, this vehicle, it's very common for these side trim pieces over the years to get nicks. People park next to them, and that's what they're made for. Other doors hit them, so they don't hit the body. Same thing kind of goes with the flares. They get chipped up and everything. So what we actually had done is we repainted all the trim pieces around the entire vehicle. And since we were doing that, the front bumper had your typical rock chips and all that, so we got the front bumper done as well. So the entire front bumper has been completely repainted, re-clear coated, and wet sanded and buffed. So you got your front bumper that's been done. We did the front fender flare. All the side trim going all the way down the side has been completely done. Fender flare, rear bumper cap, rear bumper, because these take a beating over the years as well. Rear bumper cap, fender flare, side trim, and of course fender flare, and going up to the front bumper. So all that stuff's been done, and the reason we did that is just to make this Jeep as nice as we can possibly make it. Here's another shot of your brand new rotors, brand new pads. So like I said, this thing, besides having 58,000 miles, most dealers would say because it's got low miles, we're going to sell it the way it is, but we wanted to make it even that much nicer. So we'll go ahead and take this thing on a quick test drive real quick. Go ahead and grab a tag off of this other Jeep. Paint on this thing just absolutely pops. Beautiful paint. So AC has been off the whole time the vehicle's been running. So we'll go ahead and turn the AC on right now. And today's a pretty hot day in Richmond. It's just at startup. Reading the temperature of the AC. As you see, even at idle, at first start of the AC, it's already getting cold. Anything below 50 degrees, air temp is considered good. Back of 45 is excellent, and if you get into the 30s, your AC is performing at perfect operating. That's what it's from the factory. And as you see, and this is at idle. We started the AC for you guys, hasn't been running. This may even get down into the 20s. So, and just to show you that this thing does work as it should, there's the dash. Back up in temperature. So there you guys go. AC works perfect. Take a look at your oil pressure. It's at 40 at idle, which is tremendous. 58,000 miles. Now let's take this thing on a test drive, because this thing can look as good as it looks and all that, but if it doesn't drive well, it's not worth anything. We also have all-weather floor mats throughout the vehicle, have WeatherTechs, all 3 rows. AC is just, feels like it's getting even colder. Here is what it is right now. I mean, AC is just literally, I mean, it's freezing. Of course, you have your beautiful CD player with your 3-band equalizer, obviously four-wheel drive truck, keyless entry, beautiful, beautiful truck. All your window regulators, which is a common failure on these, work exactly as they should. We are conveniently located, there's one flying in right now, at Richmond International Airport. One just took in. If you rewind the video about 10 seconds ago, you'll see one coming in. So if you're wanting to fly in, that's our building right there. We're obviously close enough to pick you up from the airport. We'd love to do so. We also ship out about 30 vehicles a month all over the country. That vibration you're hearing, if you're hearing it, it's just my gauge gun. Vehicle also just received a brand new Virginia State inspection. You know, the great thing about, you know, getting a truck like this that's been completely gone through, you buy the vehicle and pretty much the only thing you really have to worry about is typical maintenance from here on out. All your major components, your brakes, entire brake system has been replaced. Your entire exhaust system minus your manifold, and with 50,000 miles on your manifold, cast iron, it's gonna last forever. So your exhaust system's done. Your wheels, your tires, your suspension, your steering, all your major components have been completely gone through. All your major seals and gaskets in your engine have been gone through. And with the straight six that's in these trucks with 58,000 miles, once they're revamped with, you know, fluids and gaskets, I mean, this truck is as new. That's that semi making that noise. This thing's literally as new as you're gonna get. And these XJs, as you know, they stopped making them in 01. They're getting extremely hard to come across. So, like I said, this is probably the finest one on the market right now. Transmission and engine functions exactly as it should. Went ahead and engaged it in four-wheel drive. As you see, it immediately engages. As I turn the steering wheel on the concrete, I can feel the front tires gripping the concrete. Go ahead and disengage, comes right out, and it's immediately out of four-wheel drive. No delay, no hard clanks in the transfer case to engage and disengage. Vehicle sounds great. With the upgraded cat and muffler and tailpipe, there's no drone inside the vehicle, just a nice throaty sound. There's no obnoxious sound coming from it at cruising RPMs, which there's nothing worse than that. There's a good shot of FedEx loading up for the day. As you see, vehicle has maintained perfect oil pressure at 40. Temperature at 210, just a little back, is exactly where it should be. Even at 210, 215, that's a normal temperature on these. Very smooth transmission. No delay, no hard shifts, anything like that. Like I said, guys, this is probably one of the finest Cherokees on the market, especially with all the upgrades and servicing and all that good stuff. Well, I'm running about 10 minutes over my 15-minute goal, so I appreciate you guys watching this. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us. Davis AutoSports, 202-491-9929. Thank you.